runs always start from clicking this L.
Avatar, arise from
Just
your
to
slumber.
keep things consistent.
The
So.
Guardian has invaded Britannia, and Lord British has summoned you. Surely you will not go adventuring. In order to view your surroundings,
Surely you will not go adventuring.
if you wish to move, press and hold the right mouse button. You can also use the cursor to interact with objects. You still have much to learn before you travel to Britannia. Visit
Oh, I jumped on the
training
fence
area
that time.
on the northwest side
Actually
of
made
your
it on the
house.
fence.
If you wish to
And
use
just
the
jumped
outfit,
over it.
click the left mouse button. For my next piece of counsel, left click on the golden ankh that...
Just give up.
Greetings.
So, them sitting on the chair all weird is really easy to do, by the way. That's not random chance. They sit on the chair where you click on the chair. So if you click on the top of the chair, that's where they sit. That's why they sit all weird. Like, you can click on other parts of the chair and make them sit in strange directions as well. I don't think you can get them to fall through the floor though, but I should try that. I haven't actually tried to click on the bottom of the chair from the think of it. But the reason we consistently can get the avatar to get on the top of the chair is because I purposefully click on the top. To get them to sit improperly on the chair.
What?
I will say, I like the moonblade effect. I like the, it feels like a video being played on top of the game or something. It's kind of interesting. Like, it doesn't feel like just a standard particle effect from games.
The Guardian obviously knows you are here, Avatar. You will not be safe here at Stonegate for long. Unlike on Earth, you are now vulnerable. There is also a chest of equipment in the corner of this room sent for you by the Gypsy.
Oh. Oh, that was slow. Oh, that ate up the gold we had at the beginning. It's gone now. Sword. Face. Equip in the face. Imagine armor made out of vases. Just like that. Looks like something you'd see in WoW. Just as they'd be shoulder pads instead in that game. I would be really shocked if there were not like shoulder pads that were like vases pouring water or something somewhere in that game. It sounds like something you'd see in WoW. Cool, we got the glitch. First try. Very nice. Nice. Okay. Cat in the night. I could definitely see vase shoulder pads in WoW. That doesn't even seem like a stretch. It seems like something Priest would have or something. Come on. got this. There we go. Yeah, so the character though is what triggers like cutscenes and stuff. Your camera doesn't do that. That's definitely a thing. Where your character position is what hits triggers. But for some reason your item grabbing and everything is based on your camera. So it's not consistent. Probably feels better based on the camera though. Because technically things could be closer to you as a user if you zoom the camera way out. But it'd be kind of weird too. Oh. Getting stuck on things. Alright. Onward to despise. See if we do or do not kill Iolo, depending on the outcome. Green boost. Drop the book. It is important. I did not want you to grab. Okay. Now you can draw your weapon.
Who goes there? I've drawn. Who am I? Stronger. Avatar, wait.
Iolo lives this time.
Avatar, take the glyph quickly and go. I am weak and can still feel the Guardian's presence.
Oh, Hank. Jump. So even with fire immunity, we're taking fire damage in the lava there somehow. Seems to be rather inconsistent on how the fire immunity works in this game. A collusion test for what? Or you can grab items through barriers where the player can't reach. And through walls and through other things. The Twilight Zone of speedruns. It's just this area here we're gonna be in the dark. There's only like one dungeon I think we do like this. The rest of the run is not quite like this. But this first dungeon is like this. There is a spot where we'll be running under the world for a while. But we'll be outside. So. Alright, where's the rat? There's the rat. Couldn't see, I think they're on the right side. Don't bite! Alright, good. Made it. I really do believe this is a false goal. Let's see. I need to reset it, because it just doesn't seem to be ever correct. giant crabs and pirates. Interesting choices for enemies. I guess pirates make sense in this universe. Giant crabs are a little weird. Alright, here we go. Time for the book. It's a nice rhythm you can get into it, but I just basically had like the right half of my keyboard. Oh, don't drown. Don't drown. Don't drown. There we go. The right half of my keyboard is basically just bound to open the book in different pages. Just so many like key bindings to open the book. So I can just mash on the right side of my keyboard to open the book. Like, what's up, Ashy? Hello. Welcome, welcome. Alright, almost to the island. And we're gonna journal swim again to this place right there. Yep. Absolutely. Ask any questions if you would like. I would imagine most people don't know anything about this game, to be honest. It came out in 1999, and it was the last of its franchise. Had a really bad development cycle, and is considered one of the worst in the whole series. So that's the starters to know about the game. I am doing what we call journal swimming, which is allows me to skip ahead and skip the drown meter while constantly opening and closing the journal in water. And another note that I've said many times, but I'll say again for new people, I run sideways because running sideways is 20% faster than running straight forward. So there's a reason that we're constantly angling the camera all weird. Oh, nice. Well, welcome to the stream. Read or Die Swimming Edition. I'm glad the tags are bringing people who are actually I want here as well. Occasionally the tags bring in questionable people who literally browse the tags just to go and harass people, but we ban them instantly, so I'm not really concerned about those. I'm glad there's a positive effect to them as well. Alright. So we open the bag, that skips enemies. There's a lot of enemies who just won't attack us if our bag is open. So I've got it open in the bottom corner of the screen over there. You can see it. Kind of, I drug it off behind the, I guess it's kind of in front of the spell book in the journal in the bottom right. Nice, got it. Well, it's considered a bug. They actually tried to fix it in one of the patches to the game. But they didn't get to finish the patch, so like, some enemies, it used to be all enemies wouldn't attack you, but then they tried to fix it and now some enemies won't attack you, or will attack you. But most of them still won't attack you with it open. It turns out it's all the enemies at the start of the game that now will attack you if you have your bag open. Didn't quite make it to the ones later in the game, I guess. 2211 and a bunch of entries. So all dialogues in this game are like numeric sequences. The list is actually corresponds to numbers on the keyboard, so first option, second option, third option being 1, 2, 3. So pretty much all the dialogue sequences we just memorize the number patterns. Yeah, I can try and give you a quick summary. So this game is called Ultima IX. The franchise is the Ultima franchise. It kind of started in the 80s. It's going to be a heck of a summary, by the way. It was kind of the precursor to games like Skyrim, this series. It was very open-ended RPGs.
Thank you.
So, this is the last of the franchise. It came out after Ultima Online. It started development before Ultima Online, and it's kind of got... wow, we actually got our time to hell. I know. Alright, well, we did good. Maybe it wasn't a false gold. That is amazing. Anyway, so the, yeah, so this franchise has been around for a long time, and had been doing well. Ultima Online came out, this game got kind of almost cancelled, and they kind of put the skeleton crew to finish it out, and when it got out, it was super buggy and broken. Really buggy. And they never really got to patch it. A developer went rogue and kind of released the last patch for the game that fixed most of the bugs, but then they weren't able to finish anymore. And we actually run with fan patches. This game actually runs with fan patches. Oops. I forgot to open my bag to avoid that. GOG, Good Old Games, releases the game with fan patches, so we just run with them. Because the game is so unstable without them. So yeah, this is the any % No Debug Room category. It's any % basically, so, you know, do whatever we can to reach the end of the game, so we're glitching like crazy. But No Debug Room, right at the start of the game there's a room that you can enter that will give you a bunch of items and teleport you wherever you want in the world. For this specific speedrun, a band's using that room. But otherwise it's identical to the any % run outside of that. And it's so close to the any % run that, like, the routes diverge very slightly. Some of the techniques are a little different, but they eventually merge together and become basically the same run near the end. I like this run because just not doing the debug room is interesting to me. So I will do an any % run as well. I haven't done that. We recently did a no major glitches run of this game, which was really fun. Yeah. I'm about to do another glitch here called the Wizard Eye Scroll glitch. So basically the Wizard Eye Scroll lets you see through walls. But fun fact, if you cancel it and jump without any motion, you can also jump through walls. And that is not actually how it's supposed to work. That is a known bad glitch. Yeah, it only saves about 10 minutes. I'm gonna get attacked. Oh, okay. Alright. So I just cast Fog. We gotta scroll for it. That'll prevent the sea monster from attacking me. It's also gonna cause a storm to happen. This will be the last swim we have to do for a while. These swims are stressful though, because it's easy to die in them. As you can see, the drown meter is still going, and when it touches 0, we insta-die. It's not like you start losing health like other games, where you just slowly drown and can... No, you just instantly die when it hits 0. Alright. No, we don't need any actual... So, unlike other RPGs, these games do have progression and growth and stats. But Ultima games are, you never really need them to beat the games. So, Just in the tradition of Ultima, this actually did fall pretty well into that. You just need to know where to go and what to get. And if you do that, then you don't need to do any leveling up at all. Most Ultima games can be done, even though they're extremely long RPGs, like tens to hundreds of hours for players. Much in the tradition of things like Fallout and Skyrim in that style, you can just run to the end if you know what you're doing. You need nothing. So a lot of these games can be beaten passively, where you just don't need to kill anything at all to beat the entire game. So for speedruns, that's nice. Not all of them can be done that way. Ultima 4 requires you to have done at least 50 battles before the end of the game. So like, that game does require you to actually kill stuff. There's a lot of fighting in Ultima 4. Ultima 3 has a lot of fighting too. You need to grind XP. They're each different, but this one particularly we do not need to do any combat. Just avoid stuff and collect the core items. We need 8 specific items to beat the game. Alright, this jump is really tricky. Let's see if I can get it. Alright, I guess it's getting less and less tricky. I keep saying it's tricky, but I haven't failed that jump for a while, so maybe I've just gotten better at that jump. But yeah, in this particular game we need 8 sigils. The goal of the game is to get cleanse the 8 shrines. So we need 8 sigils, which you get from doing a bunch of quests for towns and stuff. And then we need 8 runes, well, glyphs I guess in this case. And the glyphs you get usually from dungeons. And then you use the glyph in the sigil to cleanse a shrine. And that fixes a virtue in the game. There's 8 virtues, 8 towns. So you do that 8 times, and use some story and you get to the end of the game. But you really, to get to the end of the game, you only need the 8 sigils. That's the only thing required to beat the game, because you need them to in the final boss room to kill the final boss. You don't even fight the final boss. Like, you just, like, you can, but it's not required. You can actually skip fighting the final boss too. But the thing is, it's a type of game where like you would need to know all of this to actually beat the game that way. Otherwise, you will play the game normally and go through the story and listen to everybody and tell you where to go and what to do. But we know where everything is, so we can skip all of that. Another wizard eye scroll here. And drink a potion. Get it out. Oh, I can't see what I'm doing. Potion, wizard eye scroll. So the giant's not attacking me because my bag's open. Otherwise they would one-shot me. You're flying. How you doing, buddy? You doing alright? Like just floating in the air. So we need to read the Book of Honesty here to get the Quill of Honesty, which is one of those 8 items I was just talking about, one of the 8 sigils. That's the book there. There's a puzzle to open the whole thing, but you don't need to because it's sticking through the wall. The No Major Glitches run does a different thing there. You don't actually have to read the book. There's 2 triggers that will let you get the quill. One is read the Book of Honesty, and the other is talk to an NPC called Vatsagralum. We obviously, for any percent, try to avoid talking to NPCs, but that NPC is required to talk to in No Major Glitches for other reasons. Otherwise the story won't progress and you can't beat the game without it. So no, I do it because like otherwise you have to run like this, and the camera when you're running like this will like collide with a bunch of stuff. I think up here is going to be a good example. You'll see it like go in and out and like blank blank blank. So I prefer to keep it up so it's not constantly colliding with objects. The other speedrunner of this game keeps it in the down position and it's constantly colliding, but it's a preference thing. That'll change later in the run. Like here I could probably do it. It also shows me kind of the polygons I'm running on, because these polygons, if I walk on the wrong one, I'll fall down the mountain, and it's gonna really be at a bad time. Later in the run, not too far from now, I guess a couple splits from now, we will get an item that lets us jump. So running this way, sideways is 20% faster than running forward, which is another reason it's a little awkward because we're constantly running sideways. But in the future, we're going to have an item that lets us jump, and we can just jump forward, so the camera's going to be normal again then. And that item lets us jump at a speed that's 46% faster than running. So, we will be jumping everywhere. Yeah, I just keep it down because it's just easier to manage. Oh yeah, that's a nice gold. Oh, we're on a good time now. This is a really good pace. Alright. No, no, no! No! Oh, wait, wait. Can we make it back up? Please make it back up. Oh, no. No! Okay, this is fine. This is fine. It's all good. I actually realized we don't need to even go up there, because all we need to do is fall down here, so... Wait, no, no we didn't. No! I think I just cost us a run. I hope I didn't cost us the run. I think I fell down the wrong spot, and now it's all over. What's up, RBW? That may have cost the run. It's bad. We'll see though. This is where we needed to go, so I wasn't that far off path, but
I have taught you all that I can, Avatar, but you still have much to learn. Once you step outside these doors, your enemies will be numerous. Nearby there is a cave. Within it lies the means to reach Britain, where you may seek out the wise Lord British. Fare thee well, my friend.
So common in this game. Like, it's really easy to just end up in the wrong spot. And that is exactly why I was saying, like, stepping on the wrong things are super bad. I think we're okay, though. We're so far ahead on time that while that was a time loss, we're still actually... There's no way that was 2 minutes and 40 seconds worth of time loss. So, I think we'll be okay. So, do this. So now we're going to use a bunch of landmarks that are above our head, so we're going to be looking up quite often. To this part's tough because if we run in the wrong spots, we'll drown. And if we run, and we can also die or burn alive, or any number of issues. So here, I think we just run north until we hit a rock. It's not 100% optimal reset. No, I'm trying not to do that, even though I've done that many times. And northwest there. So we're going to Distard. I think this is the last time we need to walk under the world too. Well, I'm running every Ultima game. That's one reason I'm running this game. I think it's too nostalgia. I played this game when I was younger, but also mostly my goal is to run every Ultima games because I love the series. And I run 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 currently, so why not also run 9? Alright. And into the dungeon. The only ones I haven't run yet are 1 and 2, but they're actually, like, games that I'm not super excited to run. I will run them. Oh no, I'm going to run them. I'm running them all. This is just the one I've gotten to now. I didn't start at the beginning. I started at 3, I think. And then did 4 and 5. And then 6. I guess I kind of ran them in that order. That wasn't the intention, though. I wasn't intending to run them in order. It just happened to run them in order. Because then I'm pretty sure I ran 7 and 8. Even though that was completely accidental that it happened that way. I do plan on running 1 and 2, they're just not very interesting games. 2 is a really, really boring speedrun. I want to try and do that binary split. I would like to try and do that. Yeah, we lost 31 seconds because of that thing, but we're still 2 minutes ahead, so... Ultima 1 and 2, Ultima 2 is just a super boring speedrun. It's 1 hour of grinding one NPC and killing them over and over and over. You enter a town, you kill an NPC that's right at the start, you exit the town, and then you repeat that for 1 hour. So it's not a run I'm looking forward to. Ultima 1 has similar issues. The games are so old, though, that it kind of makes sense, but it's not something I'm particularly excited about, I guess. The camera's going to get really weird in these dungeons, because the collision's going to be really tight. That's not really considered, like, officially part of the series. I may run it for funsies, but it's not part of the main line. I haven't committed to running all the side games in this franchise too, and there's a lot of side games. So, I'm not committed to doing all that, though I may eventually, but it's not like a must. Maybe I will, just because I can say I've run everything in the entire franchise, but that's like 14, 15 games. But really, it's the mainline games I'm mostly interested in. So I guess I need to learn 7 Part 2 as well. Oh. There's a nice skip here that I forget how to do that saves about 10 seconds. It's in this hallway here. Oh no, it requires the boots, which we don't have, so I think that's only for 80%.
Hold, traveler. Speak now the word of power.
Shrouded Avatar. Does it have a single player thing that you would consider actually speedrunning though? Because that's just a multiplayer game, isn't it? Yeah, the problem with Underworld is it's a first-person game, and I said I'm not speedrunning first-person games. That's just like a hard rule for me. I mean, mostly hard rule. Which is why I didn't commit to speedrunning everything in the franchise, because I knew that Underworld games are first-person games. And the new Ascendant game, Underworld Ascendant, is also a first-person game. I guess it makes sense, it's Underworld 3 effectively. Has anyone actually played Ascendant here? The game came out like last year, I think. Newest addition to the franchise. Kind of wild. Still making these games. Or somebody is, at least. Alright, we should get a cutscene here. Soonish, maybe. Supposed to have gotten one a long time ago at this point, but might happen while we're in here. Maybe. There it is.
Daughter? Daughter? Look out, Mayor!
Right. Don't kill the rat. I want to save some time here. Oh, don't kill the rat. If the rat dies, then we get extra dialogue in the cinematic. Pegleg, stay there. Glitch, please glitch. Ah, it looks like Pegleg's broken. Good. Nice. Alright, cool. So we won't get any more dialogue there, because the cinematic broke. That cinematic always breaks though, so. It's like a 1 in 10 chance it won't break, and the cinematic plays out the way it's intended, and if that's the case, then you get extra dialogue, and it's terrible. Because it wastes time. We didn't get extra dialogue that time, so. Yeah, I mean that's one reason I won't run first-person games, because I don't want people getting motion sick. Though maybe this game makes people motion sick for all I know. Third-person games can sometimes do that to people as well. Oh my gosh, just get in the door. She'll realize I helped her soonish. So you click on her, and then there's just a long delay before she realizes. It can be all the way up to the point that you're turning the quest in, which is like across these 2 bridges before she realizes that she's been rescued. Sometimes it's immediate. It's pretty random. I don't know what causes it to. Oh hey, we saved our time back. Look at that. Another gold split. This run's going really good. It means we're gonna kill it somewhere stupid. Oh, the camera's so bad in this spot, all the trees. We'll get the boots very shortly though. After this next swim, we immediately go up a hill and then get the boots. I guess they're leggings, they're not boots, but then we can start jumping forward and get rid of this terrible side camera. That's gonna be so nice. It'll be very shortly now that that happens. Then we don't have to run sideways anymore. I'm sure we're all looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that at least. I mean, controllers don't reduce motion sickness for me. Like, I get severely motion sick from watching anyone play a first-person game, whether it's on a console or PC. That has literally no effect for me. I just simply cannot watch it. I know a lot of people who cannot watch first-person shooters or first-person games at all. So that's why I won't stream them, because I will get sick watching someone, and I don't want people getting sick watching my stream, so I try to avoid playing games that make people sick as much as possible. Alright, we can now jump. So this is 46% faster than running, but you can see why, because we can jump ridiculous distance. So this basically greatly increases our jump distance. which is why we can use it there. This thing will attack us if we don't attack it immediately, it attacks us. Alright, whatever. Should just take the damage there, it's not that big a deal. Oh my gosh. Get up on the thing. Thank you. F10. No, F10. Skip. Jump. Alright, that's where I killed my last speedrun, is I moved after that and I broke the glitch. We have 30 seconds from entering this room to get this item here, so we can't hit the cutscene trigger. Give it to me. Got it. Alright. So now we can just do some inventory cleanup.
Welcome. Speak now the mantra of honor.
Yeah, it does. There's no physical. That's how we can actually use the jumping to like skip through triggers and stuff too, though. Oh, I'm stuck on the dog's collision. Go figure. You can just jump through all sorts of objects in this game. Leggings of Sentry, this item is called, by the way. If you're ever curious to know, I'm sure most of you don't care, but that is what the item is called. That was slow.
Sinovia, get me another mug of that fine beer. And pour one for yourself, too.
You're in high spirits today.
Interesting enough,
Where'd you get the money
the
for all
left
these
door
drinks?
Oh, I found a pile of
will
gold on the
be
ground
unlocked,
earlier.
but
Really?
the right door can
I wonder
sometimes
whose
be
it
locked.
was.
So
It
we
was
just always put the
Sergio's.
left door,
I
because
saw
the
him
right door
drop
is
it,
sometimes
but
just
it's
broken.
mine now.
Well, who am I to argue as long as you're buying the drinks?
Who are you to come here? You living weaklings! You are the ones who
We're the ones who we're the ones who lost, apparently. Whatever that's supposed to mean. So regular goblins will attack us with the bag glitch, but those goblins, the armored goblins, won't attack us. And yes, those are goblins, not orcs. They look like goblins. Or sorry, they look like orcs. Game calls them goblins. Jumping pants. I wouldn't know a good jumping pants pun. Is that like a thing? That I wouldn't get, I don't think. Nope. Those are just goblins. There's no orcs in the game. That's just what you would think orcs would look like, but they're goblins for some reason. I call them orcs all the time by accident because they look like orcs to me. Some of them are like 4 meters tall, and they have tusk and armor. They just don't look like goblins. What's a Bakarasu? Secretly a kangaroo. Yeah, that's this game. Jumper jeans. You come up with a good pun, Scuddy, and I'll try and use it in future runs. How about that? And I'll give it Scuddy TM. And get a cinematic here. Jump up. Jump around. There's a golem in here that's not affected by the glitch, so we'll just have to run around it. We need this book. Talk to a dying old man. You can just read the book too, but it's slower to open it than it is to just grab it. Leggings like that.
Who are he?
And you're gonna ask me for the shield. Well, you don't ask me the shield, I'll just give it to you. Now I'm gonna talk to you. Talk to you.
Oh,
Jump across. And then we just put something here on the ground. Oh, does that not work? I guess we can just put this here. Put that there, and then here we go. So now we're gonna jump into the lava, swim under it. There's a hole in the floor, and we can grab. You can't see it there. I can. There's a little pixel there of the Valor dagger that's like going to raise out of the floor in a cutscene, but we can just get it there by swimming through a hole in the lava. Talk to the dying old man who wanted the book. Go back out the door. Oh, I think I'm done with this side now. I just need to go through the entrance. There we go. It depends on the game. So, you get to choose your class at the start of the game. This game is kind of more poor about it. Other games you can name your character, choose your gender, your like class, your stats. Depends on the game and the franchise. This particular one we have to play. You always play kind of like as what they call the stranger for 1, 2, and 3, and then from 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 you play as the avatar. That's one of the things that people really like about this franchise is that you play in the same world with the same characters. Like a lot of the same NPCs exist. Like the cities exist in the same places. Like the main character you play is like the same character who progresses through the world. The world just changes over time as the stories go along. It's kind of like a really, really long story between all the games. It's kind of really cool. I guess the Skyrim games kind of like that too. But those games were heavily inspired by this game. So. Alright, and now you're gonna get another dialogue. Get the journal entry, which means we're done. Go over here, talk to you, just spam enter. And then jump through. Please have skipped it, yep. Alright. Just gonna grab that and that. Oh yeah, the creator of the game series is actually like one of the main characters in the series, that's true. Lord British. Yeah. Yeah, this game was marred by like really crappy development cycle. They had really a lot of cool plans for it. And Ultima X was a game that was supposed to come out after this too, but obviously got cancelled. This is the last one. But yeah, you were in the previous games you could choose a lot of different things about your character. Oh. Alright. It's not as far ahead as we had been in the past, but looking pretty good. About 30 seconds off the best time we've had so far. Now the run is serious business, because if we finish this run, it's definitely world record, as long as we don't muck something up along the way. The fact that there's a storm here is kind of bad, but we'll figure it out. I want the storm to go away before I get to the next part, because otherwise I might drown. Oh no! No! Oh, you did not do that to me, game. Ugh. Wait, did we save it there? We did, okay. Oh yeah, I was worried about it. I was specifically worried about it doing something weird here, because it did it last time we started swimming right near. We got such a really good time, and the game like glitched out during a swim. It did the same thing there. So I was smart enough to save it this time. So we lost a little time, but that's fine. That's acceptable. Considering how variable this game is, I'll take that. Yes, Shamino is a different representation. So the main creator has two different characters in the game for different personalities. They have Lord British and Shamino, which are two takes of their personalities. Now we get to fight some things.
The spiders! They're everywhere! Look out!
Come on, start the sequence, please. The sequence is like kind of lame because you never know. Come on, start the sequence. There it is.
Is this?
Alright. Wow. You never know what's going to happen there. It can happen instantly that the boss will spawn, and then it can take several minutes for the boss to spawn. Kind of a really nice RNG point right near the end of the run to just like rub it in. Alright. Put the chalice here. Let's give us the chalice of honor. Oh, there's a glitch. That was kind of weird looking. Alright, wow, we are really far ahead now. Now the gold split. We gained 2 more minutes there somehow? I have no clue how that happened. The storm went away, thankfully. Storm is bad because it like makes it hard to see the islands on the other side, making it very difficult to like aim our character properly. That was a really solid swim. I'll take that. Squibs is the sea monsters. You just see the avatar coming across like the water just going You just hear it in the distance. You're just on the beach. And instead of the Jaws theme playing, you just hear it's just getting closer and closer. You look out into the water and there's a person who's just teleporting like forward like a couple meters. Like repeatedly. They're just frozen and then teleport 2 meters and then frozen. Wow, it's a horror movie right there. Yeah, and they have a book out. always tried to imagine, like, if you took glitches from video games and tried to make them like people in the world actually perceiving them, like how much of a weird horror existential crisis they would have. Like Link just runs through a wall, or the Avatar jumps through a doorway, or like, sure, it would not be a pleasant experience. Watch out, Dr. Creeps. Alright, this is the one that killed the last run. They're definitely teleporting in this game, I believe. Alright, there we go. Jump. 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 Let's get that going. Let's get up there. Here. Up there. Jump. 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 I'm not sure we need the sigil anymore. That's a 315 conversation. So we got this ring of fire a lot earlier in the run. We're gonna use it here. Oops. Should set this on fire. Doesn't always. Sometimes you have to still set it on fire. Thank you. Sometimes it doesn't actually set it on fire for some reason. Who knows why? We know why. It's Ultima. Ultima IX is why. Oh well, we're gonna swim. It's faster to do some jumps across there, but I guess we're swimming, so it's unfortunate. A little bit of a time loss here. Just basically go back to where we were. Right up here again. No! Oh, what? Oh my gosh. And sometimes the avatar doesn't even go near where you want them to. They just do weird stuff like that. You're like, jump up there, and the avatar's like, nah, I don't think so. Cursor was green, not gonna do it. Oh, that was good stuff. Wow, we actually got a gold split there too. Even though it was a bad time, we still got a gold. Let's go, I guess. Oh, we would have got a heck of gold there had we actually made that jump. Alright, here's the last swim of the game, and this is a really difficult one. This one's gonna make me nervous. Super nervous. Aim over there. To that space right there. Start swimming. This one just makes me nervous because it's the last one of the game. Also, there's dragons, but you know, let's ignore the dragons. I think it's the last swim of the game that makes me nervous, because it's also a very long swim too. It's not a short one like some of the other ones. I think it's the second longest swim in the game. What's up, Silver Umbra? Oh, you made it. Good. What's up, dragons? Let's hope I can outrun you. Doing good so far. Alright, we're gonna get a cutscene here with the Guardian. Jump, 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 all the way to the end. Alright, cutscene time. And now we get to watch the person not get hit by a fireball and still die somehow. I like this person we've never met, and we don't know their daughter at all in this particular speedrun, so the dialogue here is kind of really funny, assuming that Avatar's never met anyone.
Hello, Avatar. I'm glad you're here.
You can't skip this dialogue.
Both
either.
you and your associate are about to learn the penalty for interfering with my work.
Avatar, tell my daughter that I love her.
Your daughter?
Raven, she...
How very touching. There. Now that he has been dealt with, I have some business with you, Avatar. Blackthorn, you may leave.
Tell your daughter. Tell my daughter I love her. It's like, wait, who? Who? Your daughter? Who are you?
I said leave us.
Yes, my lord. Oh, they ruined Blackthorn's character in this game. Such a shame.
Oh well. I still need him for a while yet. Then I can get rid of him. Now, come over here, Avatar. Do you understand yet? Do you see that you can't hurt me? All of your energy, all of the damage that you would inflict upon me is reflected back onto yourself. It's futile, Avatar. You can't hurt me. You can't win. Are you beginning to see the futility of resisting
You just
me, Avatar?
swing,
Why do
long,
you struggle
diatribe.
so
Swing and
you
hit,
can't win?
long, diatribe.
None can stand against me. Surely you know that by now. Take, for example, your friends in Skara Brae. It's true that they have managed to avoid the effects of my columns, but that is of no matter. If I cannot turn a thing, I can at least destroy it. If I can't deprive
Comic book villain style. If you actually wear a lot of armor doing this, because what happens is when you hit them, you take damage, and it's where how much damage you take, where your health is. Like, if you really low health, then like it cuts to the next dialogue lines. But in this particular case, because we're wearing the starter armor, we just take a ton of damage from hitting them, which just cuts straight to the next dialogue line, so we don't have to worry about anything.
Think about it, Avatar. We will meet again.
Alright, let's go. Final battle now. Here we go. Final battle incoming. So it's not really a battle, I suppose, but... Let's see if we're speedy here. Or if we lost time. Who knows? I hope we didn't lose any time. They can see me, but they can't attack me because my bag's open. What? Put it on. Oh my gosh. Get on the pillar, please. Alright. Just use another item. It'll work. These are so finicky. Oh, I took my pants off. Oh, at some point. Oh yeah, because I traded the pants off. Oh, there's a really loud sound coming in a second. And I put this last one out so we and type in the... It always loud that sound. It's very loud.
Magus, speak now the magic words of life.
In Mani and Court.
Magus, speak now the magic words of life.
In Mani and Court. Okay. Don't know why I had to type it twice. Thought I typed it right the first time. We'll get this. So there's the Guardian. But wait. There's more. The Guardian's not supposed to be there, by the way.
What have you done?
I brought you here to finish you off, Guardian.
You still haven't learned, have you? Anything that you do to me happens to you as well. You and I are one. We're connected. The only difference
Sub 110
is
would be
that
really
you
nice. I
are
don't know if I'm
weak
gonna pull it off
and
though.
you care. I will dominate because
There's so much dialogue from
all
the Guardian
of Britannia
rambling.
and anything else that I choose will be mine to use and destroy as I see fit.
That's cool, but let's get on with the game, buddy. You jump, drop, boink. So there's supposed to be a big battle here, and we do these cutscenes during the battle. You're supposed to go around the room, pick up 3 rocks. They all spawn in the same exact spot, so we don't really need to go anywhere else to pick them up. And then you put the rocks in the middle of the room, and when you get all 3, you cast Armageddon, and you destroy yourself and the Guardian. Possibly even the world. It's a question, like, I don't know how much damage you do to the world when you cast Armageddon, but previous games casting Armageddon was bad. It would kill everything. Oh, I just saw the avatar was off to the bottom right over there. That's hilarious.
Right now, even
oh
as
no,
we
they were
speak,
like
your
hidden
columns
away
are being
in the corner of the
They're
screen.
being turned so they nurture the virtues rather than corrupt them.
That means nothing.
That's
Your
great.
friends are too late. This is all too late. It is impossible to defeat me now.
Almost there. I don't know if we'll get a sub 110, but we're almost there. Let's see it. Sub 110 would be awesome, but there's so much dialogue here that I don't think we're gonna get one.
Say? The moons didn't collide.
Sub 110's gonna be
Their
tough.
orbits are no longer decaying.
We could have got one had we
Face
not
it, Guardian.
messed up some of our jumps.
Everything that you set in motion, we have reversed.
No! That's impossible. Your friends
Magus,
have only temporarily
the
forestalled
magic words
Call
of Armageddon.
Mani in Court for 10. Come on. Well, we got a 1:10:01. Oh yeah, and the game crashes beating it. But I'll play you the in cinematic. So this is what the in cinematic is like. Thank you for the GG cottage here. A 1:10:01. That is 2 minutes above world record. We just got the world record. Thank you, Scotty. GG. Thank you. The world record in this category is a 1:12 something. double check. 1:12:25. So. Armageddon crashing the game is canon. Thank you for the GG finally. Split. Thank you, Lovely Wizard. Thank you, Mr. Dell. Thank you, Giannis. Maybe getting some world records here will bring El Cid out of retirement. He'll come back and take some of these times from us. And I'll be totally fine with that. It's always kind of cool when people come back. But it was fun to like do route modifications. Routing none of the glitches was cool. Getting it done was cool. I guess the question is, do we go for the full speed? Do we try and get any percent now? Or do we just go on to another game? Any percent is very similar to this, so it wouldn't be that divergent. But yeah. I think they really ground any percent, so I don't think that's going to be a freebie. But. Oh yeah, you get to listen to the amazing credits music shortly. See, I actually have this routed in such a way that you can hear the sound, but I can't for the ending. So I don't have to listen to the music. Only you do. It's so weird that the music is like... it just doesn't match the rest of the game. It really, you could tell that it just sort of was a rushed finish. So weird. Oh, this is really cool, we got it. Wow, I was not expecting to get it this early in stream tonight. 1:10:01. We could easily get a better time. Like, we lost probably a minute just in this run. Like, we fell off the mountain near Estes. Remember that? That was 30 seconds lost. And then we also, like, screwed up a swim, so that was a good 15 seconds there. We missed a jump. That was a good, like, 20 seconds. Yeah, I think we missed a minute just from this run alone. Just from, like, those things, and I'm sure we missed other ones, but those definitely stood out to me as being messy. Quintessential Ultima IX. This is how they end the franchise. With a crash, a nuking of the whole planet, and then this music. Fitting. I hope they make an Ultima X one day. It would be great for someone to revive this franchise, but I don't see it happening. It would be really cool. Yeah, once the credits roll out, then we'll split off. Well, I guess we have time in the run. Should we just start doing in% runs tonight? Since we're already playing Ultima IX, just go ahead and wrap that up and go for that. Maybe we should. I think we should. But yeah, that was any% No Debug Room. World record now, as the time of this recording.